Good morning, everybody. Sorry this is coming a little late. Went for a walk this morning and now I'm outside. It's really nice outside, so I'm hoping you get all your stuff to me early so you can enjoy some really nice weather. So I just wanted to remind you the things that you guys have due today. Advanced Algebra Trig Pre-Calc. You guys have a quick check, and then you also have an assignment. Your quick check is very similar to what your test is going to look like next week, or your demonstration of learning is going to look next week. So hopefully we're having an okay time substituting numbers into the hyperbola equations. Algebra 1, you have 2 assignments, and then you had an assessment on graphing. I handed a bunch of those back already. If you need to make some corrections, please do that, because some of them were really silly mistakes, or just little mistakes. Like I think somebody forgot to move the line of symmetry into the correct spot, all right? So make sure you guys look at those corrections and you make those. Algebra 2, you had your closure, and then you also had your polynomial assessment. So it's an assessment for learning, all right? All of you had your Friday reflections returned to you, so let me know how things are going. I'll get back to you. We have like a running conversation. Some of you, it's kind of cool because we've been having these running conversations since back in March. It kind of sucks though too. So one of the things that I wanted to just touch on today is Mr. Tennis talked about integrity, and I have a poster in my classroom that says, integrity is I'm doing the right thing even when nobody's watching you. And sometimes I think we just need a little refresher on what that means. And with all of this stuff, I think it's easy to forget what we should be doing, all right? So just so you guys are aware, we've talked a lot about cheating and copying and all that stuff, but just a reminder that when you're being assessed, those are our 3 to 5 big ideas. Those things you should be doing on your own, okay? Am I going to know if you're using notes? No. Am I really gonna, so if I don't know if you're using notes, I'm actually okay with you using your resources, but that's like a test. So if I'm thinking about a test in school, I don't have noise, so you might want to try to find a really quiet place. I'm not able to talk to friends. If I have a question, I ask my teacher. Well, you guys can totally go on the Google Doc and comment on something, and I generally see it if it's done during the day. Some of you guys don't like working during the day. I noticed I got some things at about 4 this morning. So just so you know, those things you need to do on your own. The quick checks, if you're working together with somebody, that is totally fine, okay? Because that's something new that you're learning. But those assessments, those are like your tests. So think about it as school. Would I be able to talk to somebody? No, okay? If you're struggling, if somebody's asking you for way too much help, generally, if you want to weigh out, what I usually say is, I'm like, what did you get? If they ask me, hey, what did you get for this ISU? What did you get? I could just think about a kid that I had this year that would always ask me, hey, what's the answer? What's the answer? And I always ask him, hey, what did you get first? Because I felt like he was just asking me for the answer. And then I would give helpful hints. Now, I understand you guys probably can't give those helpful hints because you're not the teacher. But feel free to ask me, okay? Especially when you guys get those quick checks. If you're confused, I think that the Algebra 2 kids are noticing, oh my gosh, those are our assessment is just like our quick checks. It's like almost all that stuff. So if I ask questions there, I should be able to do that rather quickly. But I did look at some of them and they look awesome. I'm really happy. So just a little note on integrity, and just making sure that you do the right thing. I know sometimes we just need a little check-in with that. But most of you guys are rocking it. You're doing really well. And if you're struggling, I'm here for you. I'm going to check my email, see if anybody wanted to see me. But have a fantastic Friday, and hopefully you can enjoy the weather.